Hello everyone and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. We are here in the finale of this case, and what I hope to be the finale entirely of this particular game. So, let's continue. I'm not going to do a recap because it would take like several minutes and I don't want to take too much time. If you want to know more, just watch my previous videos. So let's continue. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant, Vera Misham, innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? Alright. Something is inside me. Rising, surfacing. Something important, lost long ago. It's close now, so close. October 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, Quorum number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready to rock. Prosecutor Kevin, how is the defendant, Vera Misham's condition? Acute atropine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here? It is unusual. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. And so, bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records in this case and experience tells us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain for all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there is still time. Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Kevin. The prosecutor's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done.
Objection!
But Vera was poisoned with atropine, the exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she wouldn't have had access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone our verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court, giving her testimony before us. How would you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to this court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned. I've got 2 things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which to hit first? I don't know, actually. actually. I want to know how. How did the killer poison Vera mission? I will focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of poison was found on the defendant's body. I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera mission? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. What method was used to poison Vera mission? I think it was this, actually. What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whomever designed that a hand. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Ah. Something the matter? No, nothing. Nothing at all. So the killer was put poison in this bottle and made her drink it? As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails? Ah, my wife has red nails. I see. So she's been painting them all this time. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying into the court? Court is now back in session. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails? Ah! Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once. Mr. Justice? Yes? Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish? Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking. Mr. Justice, you are about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you. Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time. And let us ask, who poisoned Vera Misham via her nail polish? There can only be one person. Christoph Gavin.
Take that!
What's this? Christoph Gavin?
Objection!
What's your game? My bow. There's no way he could do a thing like that. You should know that better than anyone else. Indeed. He is behind bars. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked in the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. There he is. Ah, Your Honor. How nice to see you again. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? To what do I owe this pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ah, why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Oh, Adorning nail polish? Why yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And? Was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Mitchum was poisoned. Altrocanine, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier? Maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again. By him. Again. Hang on. Let me look at something real quick here. He's 32. And he's 24. Okay. I knew he was older, I just didn't know by how much. Ah, and? You agree with this accusation, do you? Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of a defendant, Vera Mitchum. Please testify on this matter into the court. And why should we believe everything this guy says? Poisoning Vera. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How can I poison her? My father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mitchums. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mitchums. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention, why? Okay. What is that? That looks like a face. 2 eyes here, a nose, and an evil grin.
Gotcha!
It was you who killed Drew Mitchum. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. And, let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah. Then it must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th. While I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. This is how you poisoned Mr. Misham. Is the stamp? Yeah, it has to be the stamp.
Take that!
I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. Atropine was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes. This stamp was found in your prison cell. Whoa. That is all, Your Honor. Order, order, order. Put the poison on the back of that stamp? After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You mean Drew Misham wrote you a letter? That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Now let me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushell's testimony. Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in the envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching for his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp. A so-called poker stamp. End quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that you used it that night. That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. What? Really, Clavier, you should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Misham would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Clavier? Honestly, I wanted to believe you. The defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph. What are you saying? Prosecutor Gavin? Air forehead? What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that. This poison stamp killed Drew Misham, yeah? computer my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Mission would use the stamp. Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned. Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defendant's case is simply that Drew Mission died by that stamp. That's all. Coincidence? Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier? I can ask you the same question, Christoph. Heh. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Very well. I shall take his claim head-on then. Justice? What? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then, allow me to ask you. What possible reason can I have to kill a painter? Apollo, motive. He's talking about a motive. Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney can come to want to kill a painter. Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid that it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. I'd say it's about this vital. That's pretty vital. Well, Mr. Justice, I'm going through this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'll present evidence. Then, let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? Hang on. I will be right back, guys. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Now, what we need to present here is we have to present this or the red envelope. I'm going to do the red envelope this time.
Take that!
Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnified Memories diary. Ah, when Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery to be made? That was never proven.
Objection!
The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter? This is the first page. And this is the second. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the important commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery. Keep them from talking? but he made a mistake. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. Yeah, forehead? Do you understand what you were telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding to the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright.
Objection!
Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down. Oh? Then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh boy. Here. What's this? I don't know. I just got over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have to sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from the previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? No, here's the question. Just who was Shady Agnemar's previous defense attorney? No, this can't all be... But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Order, order, order. What is the meaning of this? Witness? Defendant, former lawyer? Let me begin by denying this.
Objection!
It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin, and impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly do you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Objection!
Forehead? Are you sure you don't have evidence? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks climby. Evidence. Evidence that shows that this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier? Just prove it. Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. You must have found some evidence. Apollo? Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him, and proof is the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham? Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Mr. Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it. It can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not.
Objection!
Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty.
Objection!
Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? I haven't been given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice? Fine, Your Honor. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew and Misha. And I have something that clearly does the job. Hang on. I believe that's it, actually, right there. I won't go ahead and go through this. Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew and Misha. Okay. Hang on. Yep, it's this letter from Misha right here.
Take that!
This evidence proves there's a link.
Objection!
That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How can you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this? Ah, I see it. I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw you had something of mine in this possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter. Reproduction? When Mr. Wright visited Mr. Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. What? He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin? Whoa. Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments in the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please. The defendant's claim is denied. What? Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defendant's evidence from the record. Good luck next time, Justice. Whoa. Well, you've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination.
Objection!
Whoa! The show is over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now is our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Speaking of whose control, mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important to you? You amuse me, Airflowhead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't, not even once. 7 years ago, finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Wright? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? My request we put the court in cross-examination on hold. The prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record. I'm familiar with the trial. I watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented this evidence. And the next moment you called in Drew Misham. It was almost as if... what? Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Ah, correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew it because you told me, Christoph. Whoa. What? It was the night before the trial. Clavier. Christoph, odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Ah, I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then, I wondered about it at the time. How did Christoph know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Christoph, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case. The victim's belongings? Which would have included Mandevice's diary, wouldn't it? Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug, not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo, I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the defendant detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gremery. 2 cards. 1 card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion. Then he used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zack wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me, and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it. So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zack Gregory both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Mission to forge that evidence, so he could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zack Gregory's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Ah. Ha ha ha. Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled, when the defendant vanished. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed, and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. You know, you always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said. Every day for 7 years. But I felt it too. Journalists sure he is being watched. End quote. Don't you wonder why Zack Gregory got robbed out after 7 years? Not to coming into contact with me? Well, wait just a minute. Zack Gregory was seen by this reporter? How was that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years? Finally, I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zack Gregory, gone missing for 7 years, was his father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him. Right, leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zack Gregory. What is it? What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician, Magnified Gregory's death started it. Magnified Gregory's death, and his student, Zack Gregory, the suspect. Whoever defended Zack in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. True mission? Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them all alive and there will be nothing but trouble. That's when you plan your poisoning of the forgers. Atropine. Apply to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp. I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Aridoni nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. Ah, that nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me. Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client. The one who wanted that note made. It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then, they went off almost simultaneously. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the actual connighton that took Drew Misham's life.
Objection!
What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gremery to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again, if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive?
Objection!
Okay then, why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial has been finished for 6 months now. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here. No! But you were doing so well, Apollo. As long as there was no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent.
Objection!
Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence.
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in that nail polish. Who, then, was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What? What? Evidence is everything. There was nothing more. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor? Mr. Justice, You have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination to as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Christophe, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. Hang on, everyone, I'm going to pause the recording for a second. Be right back. What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. That's right. I'd totally forgotten. The juris system. The jurists, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth-breathers? Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. Nonsense. There's only room for two in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. Whoa. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Whoa. They're looking at here, where we are. Whoa. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. 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 Wow, he's going off the veil. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. Law is everything. Law is absolute. You let ignorant swine soil your courts. Christophe, it's over. Clavier. The law is absolute? You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem, polished to a gleam through trials and errors. It is this fruit we receive, and pass on, and face in all time. And it's always changing, growing. Nurturing it is our task as human beings. Except for you, Christophe. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. I see no need to further prolong this trial. Okay. One more second, everyone. Sorry, I unintentionally continue this. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father. The painter drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Okay, before going any further, I'm going to save it here. There we go. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Very Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. October 9th, 12:48 p.m., Jurist's Chambers. Okay, before I continue, I want to let you know that there actually is a bad ending to this case. And I'll be showing both endings. I'll show the bad ending first, and then the good ending. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Very Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided to each of you and to input your decisions. That is all. Please, wait. Yes, jurors number 6. There was something in jurors' handbook here. Persons involved in the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case? I see. Does that answer your question? And answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make a decision in a case against Very Misham. Okay. Okay, I'm unable to save it right now, so after the bad ending is done, I'll come back here and redo this little section here. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well. Okay. Whoa. That face. Okay, here's the bad ending. I'm going to do guilty first. Bracelet. It's Namior. And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jury system. A hung jury. The final verdict would have to wait for the following day. But fate had different plans. That night, defendant Very Misham's condition worsened. She died in a hospital bed. The verdict was postponed for eternity. Well, okay everyone, I'm going to go ahead and load my previous save. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to skip this part. I'm going to pause the recording for this part. I'll be right back, okay? Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, it's pretty obvious who this is. Confirm, not guilty. That basically tells us who she is. And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict would number the jury system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than any ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Very Misham opened her eyes. October 10th, 10:12 a.m., Hakefield Clinic. It's okay. Vera, I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. Vera? Thank you so much. Apollo, thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. It looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I don't care about this thing. Go away. Actually, that was my brother's account. Puzzle Master. I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Ooh, look, it's me. I love it. Thanks. What is that? Is that me? You really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago. Remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Gremory, after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay. Think this is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where's Daddy, the one who can't play? You know, Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy. Teehee. Oh, Juicy. Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted. Yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection! Not loud enough. And I like Miss Magic Underwear was better. And I like Miss Magic Underwear better anyway. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Whoa. So, your memory is returned. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamior. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know of their mother. They don't even know of their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, don't worry. I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me, too. A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her, at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet. Yes? I've seen a lot of mysterious things in these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. I remember meeting him, half a year ago now, in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. 2 fates distant didn't intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. "10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal, it was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That's why I left the troupe, my family. Now, my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Baron Mission regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes the life is taken. Sometimes the life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. And that's pretty much the end of my story, for now anyway. I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, we all need some work. But there's hope now. We lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep in this lore thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Court of Seal. Here comes justice.
Objection!
Alright, well that brings us to the end of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Gramarye. Truth is on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Twisted Gramarye? Frankly, I got my doubts. But Hat Gramarye? Now that'll pack 'em in. And there's some final scenes to go on. I'll be silent, except when I read them. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of ours gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The cameos are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player for longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted, and I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam. Again. So, I was standing around eating snackers the other day when I got this crazy idea. Whatever they were, golden. You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. Ah, the power of science. Although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. These are going so fast I can hardly read them in time. I'm doing my best. In the likely event you are wanting Russian feast, come to Borscht Book Club. The only thing cold in the restaurant is borscht. Da, but if greater challenge is being required, then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. So, Kentucky Pastries is getting back to its eastern roots. Spread the culture after all. Yo, boss, culture time. This is how we write roots. Capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time. And this is how we write people, alright? Another walk is paying any attention. Woo, kids. Is Guy next? Guy Aldoon? Who's my brother again? Bazoy! Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker. For real. I know he don't look like an old cracker. Gee, what? You want me to call it the OG muffin? Here he is. I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one, too. See, this time, I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend? Don't need to lose, it's about salt. Salt forever. Yeah, I'll pass on the salt, thank you very much. Oh, him again? My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Stinky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sickle, reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I'm the cure. I missed some of his lines, but you can read it yourself if you want. how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. Lemure. She looks so much better without that mask. I think you can see her full face. Bushel, bushel, bushel. Bushel, bushel, bushel. Bushel here, back on the beat with another interview. Hey, how do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalists can cover this in mid-condition. And cold. This became longer than I anticipated. I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint, but I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Very mission to that. Awesome. Well, that is it, everyone. That is the end of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Overall, I think this is a really good game. This last one especially, Turnabout Succession, was probably my favorite of this particular game. It's very long, but it's truly satisfying to see the end. So, now it's almost 80 minutes. Yikes. That turned to be a lot longer than I intended. But anyway, next up we will be playing Dual Destinies, which has only 4 cases, maybe 6 actually, I forget. Either way, we will be playing that game next, and just a forewarning, Dual Destinies is rated M for mature. I hesitated for a long time whether I would play that game or not, but it includes my favorite case of this entire trilogy. So I really can't exclude it. So I will be putting a warning at the beginning of each case, recording it. I'm going to say this right now. Do not let children watch that game at all. It does contain a lot of graphic images. So it's definitely not for children at all. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And like I said, next time we will play Dual Destinies. So until then, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And I will see you all next time when we play Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. So until then, take care.